looking and the models are cute. But keep your eyes on the cards to win all that loot on Cut Shark. And here's the host of Cut Shark, Jim Perry.
Thank you very much. I thank you, and welcome to Card Shark. Nice to have you here with us. And thank you for joining us at home. We're in the middle of our second week of Turnabout with some very well-known MCs playing for their favorite charities. It's been fun, and we're going to continue in a moment. Right now, I want to thank for the opening poem Peggy Bond of Freeport, Ohio, watching on WTOV Channel 3. Thank you, Peggy. Now let's open up the board, get to the cards, and we'll welcome once again Jack Clark and Jim Lange. Hello there, Jack.
Jimmy, how are you?
Good to see you, James. Vision in gray there.
Jim Perry's handsome. The girls are cute.
Well?
In this game, I have a little slack, but old Jim Lang's going to come back.
He has thrown the gauntlet down.
The gauntlet is thrown. Yeah.
Whatever that is.
Hey, I was talking last week with Wink Martindale. We have our acting debuts coming up here in another couple of weeks on NBC. Yeah.
We did a scene in a movie, the
Great American Traffic Jam,
That's
right?
right. Oh, they're talking Emmy.
Emmy?
Yeah, for us.
Oh, good.
What do you play? What do you guys... What?
Would you believe we play golf?
Yeah, golfers.
Very badly. Who are you
Gotta be
playing
a comedy,
for?
right?
Talking about playing.
The National Association for the Prevention of Child Abuse.
We'll just ignore him with that comedy thing. Jim, you're playing for who?
The National Association of the Visually Handicapped.
All right. Nice to have you both back. Playing for good charities.
All right.
We'll pick up where we left off.
Golf game, too.
Playing the best 2 games out of 3, and of course it's a round robin as our players keep coming back. We're in the middle of game 2 as Jim Lang won game 1, and Jack Clark now trying to make a comeback has moved over.
I think he won the game, Jim. I hate to tell you that.
Check that. Jack won the game.
Yeah.
Would you change that little light over there? Put it on the other side.
50-50 chance.
See that? Now it's over there where you need it.
I'll take it.
And Jack is leading in this one. He's moved over with an 8 as his base card. He needs 1 card for the match and a chance at the money, and Jim hasn't turned a card over yet. So, Jim, the question goes to you.
Okay.
Jim, we asked 100 bachelors. Have you ever cried yourself to sleep over a woman? How many bachelors have cried themselves to sleep over a woman?
Well, I know there have been some.
None.
It's when they realize how ugly their date was, is what happened. 20.
20 out of 100 have cried themselves to sleep over a woman. Bachelors. Higher or lower, Jack?
I know. For openers, I don't conceive of crying yourself to sleep anyhow, you know. Why not stay awake and enjoy it if that's how you feel? But bachelors, again, they may not be telling the truth, but I will go lower.
You say lower?
Yeah.
And if it's lower, you'll play your cards. If not, Jim plays his. The actual number of bachelors who have cried themselves to sleep over a woman is 40. Not lower, it's higher. And Jim Lang gets it 40.
All right.
Jim, let's see what you had.
Good. There he goes. Here comes the comeback now. I can change that, but I'm not going to. I'll say lower.
Lower than a king. Yes, a 5.
Good.
That's not a great card, but I'll say higher. I'm going to run him.
Get higher. He's
Come on.
with a jack.
All right.
Oh, I've got to catch him now. Lower.
Lower than the jack. No, a king is not lower. Back to the base card goes Jim. More importantly, Jack, you've got an 8 and a free chance to call off for the chance of the big money.
I can't change that,
You must play it. You did not win the question.
So it's hunch time, really, isn't it? It's hunch time. It is higher.
Is it higher? Yes, it is. 9. Jack Clark wins it. And Jack continues his winning ways. He's going again for the big money. And Jim, we'll see you a little later in the tournament. You'll be back.
I'm back.
Sure.
Good luck.
Thank you, Jim.
Thank you.
Jack, come on down here with me. And we're going to get to business immediately here. We don't want you're on a roll, so let's stay high.
Got to get some money for those kids.
You cut the money cards before we went on the air.
Yes, sir, did.
All right. You've already got $2,900. He's going to try to add to it right now. As soon as this podium stops, we'll go for the National Committee for the Prevention of Child Abuse. Let's go, Jack. Here we go. Eyeball up. Cards that you cut before you went on the air are waiting for you, and we'll start dealing them out.
Okay.
As we give you $200 of new money, 3 cards to bet as you will on the bottom line.
I can't lose the 29, can I?
No, that's all. Oh,
good.
That's in the
For the
bank.
kids. Okay,
that's in the
good.
bank for the committee, absolutely.
All right.
Remember, $50 minimum bets till you get to the big bet where you must risk at least half the money.
Gotcha.
Here's 200. And
Okay.
good luck, Jack. We'll start
right,
you off.
let's do
And
it.
remember, you can change the base card if you need to. Thanks, Malone.
Everything
200.
first.
and a 9.
I changed that, yeah. Change that, yeah.
Can't say as I blame you. Not a very good card. Can he improve it? Yes,
All
he can
right.
with a queen.
Half of it, $100 lower.
$100 that this is lower than a queen. And it is with a 7.
Can't change, can I?
Gotta play that.
$50. I'll go with the odds, higher.
$50 minimum bet, higher. He's right. Right up the middle with an 8.
That's heartbreak right there.
That's a bad one.
Without any psoriasis even, yeah. $50 is all. And this, again, is just hunch higher.
$50 higher, and the hunch pays off. With a king, 400, we move up the king and give you the other 200. You have $600.
All right. If I got the boss on my side, now we're going to start spending some money. $500 lower.
$500 lower than a king, yes. Another 8, but $1,100 now.
Oh, that bad
Yeah, $50. Go the other way, lower.
Lower for $50. Right again. Nicely done, Jack. $11.50 and a 5. Tough
Blow
card.
out my pacemaker here. Yeah, I'm going to bet $300 higher.
$300 higher than a 5. He's right again. Woo. With a 6 and $14.50. Now you could change it if you'd like.
Change it. Change it.
Big change. Come on, let's see a great card for the big bet. A 9. Jack, you must bet at least $7.25. You have $14.50. You're looking at a 9. What's your big bet?
I don't know. I have no excuse for this, excepting it's just my plain hunch. Half of it higher.
Higher. Little against the odds,
hunch.
but he's got a
Hunch is
feeling, and it's $725 more if this is higher. Yes, with a big 8. The hunt paid off. $2,175. Nicely done. You had bad cards, and you got a lot of mileage out of them.
That's the fringe benefit of being Irish, Jim. Yeah.
We will be back with Jim Lange and Tom Kennedy right after this. Place clear so fast in your life?
And I'll tell you, it was really tough getting rid of Jim Lange so I could come in here and face Tom Kennedy. This is the battle of the Titans.
I apologize. That's right. Yes, Jim had won his first match, and Jack had won his, so they played. So now it is Tom and Alex Trebek, who I apologize. You are not Jim Lange. I know that.
That's all right. You don't have to apologize.
Okay.
For that. I'm glad you didn't refer to us as losers.
No, certainly not. We've dealt out 2 brand new decks of cards. Who are you playing for, Tom, again?
I am playing for the Cerebral Palsy School of Louisville, Kentucky.
All right. Alex?
Interagency Council on Child Abuse and Neglect Associates.
Let's get in there and make some money now, guys. Good to have you both back.
All right, we are ready.
And I've mentioned before, but it's a pleasure to have all of you here playing on behalf of charity. It's a delight. And Jack, Tom, we start with you.
Yes, sir.
Tom, we asked 100 newlywed women. Between your engagement and your wedding, did you manage to fit in one last man? How many newlywed women did have a quick fling between their engagement and
I
their
don't
wedding?
think very many, Jim. No. Once they reach the engagement period, I think they're just pretty well hooked, and then all they can think about, both sexes, is what are we going to do for the wedding and what are we going to do for the home, et cetera, et cetera. So, very low. Like, I'd say 19.
19 out of 100 had one last fling.
19 out of 100.
Oh, boy. They're yelling lower, and I suspect it's going to be lower. I agree with his thinking, but I think it's a little less than 19.
Even lower than that?
Yeah, lower.
The actual number of newlywed women who had a quick fling between their engagement and their wedding is 14. Alex is right. Oh, it's even lower. You're both around the right number.
Yeah, you know
Both of you
fling.
played that very
But
well.
I knew something.
Alex, you've got a queen.
Pretty good.
I think I better stay with that. The next card should be lower.
Lower? No, king is not
That
lower.
looks like a jack to me.
Oh.
In Canada, we call that a
With
jack.
That's a
Oh,
jack.
that's a jack.
That's a jack. I want to go lower.
Lower than a jack. Hey, that's a queen. That's not lower either.
What
Close
is
to fill in
with
the
that?
spaces.
You think we really get on Wheel of Fortune?
I doubt it.
Question to you, Alex. Alex,
Yeah,
we
I'm bowling
found
for
100 men whose real name is
Aren't you
John
lucky?
Smith.
Oh.
John Smith.
There are a lot of
real
them.
name. 100 of them.
Right.
We asked them, has a desk clerk in a motel ever refused to let you check in until you showed him your driver's license and proved you were really named John Smith? How many men named John Smith? Said the desk clerk just didn't believe they were named John Smith.
Well, wait a minute now. You're asking two different questions. You said you ended up by saying how many said they didn't believe, and the first part you said refused to let him in until he showed his ID.
Because they did not believe.
See, I'm sure. No wonder it's tough for me. I've got to answer two questions to his one.
How many?
Come on. Are we having a Talmudic discussion about this?
All right. How many desk clerks wanted proof that the guy was John Smith?
That's right.
22.
22 out of 100.
Well, I think there are very few because all they want to know is the color of your money.
That's right.
And so 22, he says, I think, though, lower.
Even lower.
Yeah.
First comes a
Lower.
I was just thinking, can you imagine our staff going around and finding 100 people named John Smith just to ask them this dumb question? That's amazing.
We were at a Xerox convention.
Lower for Tom. The actual number of men named John Smith who have been refused a hotel room until they show their ID is 22 right on the money. Right exact.
Why don't you go, Alex?
It doesn't mean a thing. I always bomb out on the card.
Yeah, but what it does mean, I think you checked in under the name John Smith. You got that so right.
Once, but he wasn't supposed to report me.
Alex, you got a queen.
What? That's lower.
Lower than a queen. It is lower.
I want to change it now. Next one's got to be lower. My luck must change.
Oh, he's going to risk it. It did change for the good. A 3.
Higher.
Higher than a 3. A 7.
I'm going to freeze.
All right.
Alex needs one card.
There's only
for the
one
first
card
game.
left.
I'm not just your average dummy.
Your average chicken.
No, you're certainly unusual.
Yes, I'm an unusual dummy. Shape up, Tom. Sober up.
Tom, our man on the street, went to London where he asked 100 married men, if your wife told you that bow ties turned her on, would you wear one to bed? How many Englishmen said if it turned their wife on, they'd wear a bow tie to bed?
I think so. I think they'd wear it almost anywhere. I would say about 80, I would say 89.
89 out of 100. If it turned her on, they'd wear the bow tie.
I do believe Mr. Kennedy is not familiar with the English gentleman.
Oh, really?
It is not proper to wear a bow tie to bed.
It doesn't go...
Unless you have spats.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter who you have the spats with. Lower, I say.
Lower than that.
Lower.
Where do you put the umbrella? At 89 and lower.
France.
The actual number of Englishmen who would wear a bow tie to bed if it turned their wife on is 31. It's lower. Alex is right again.
I can win the game. I can win the game. Wait a minute.
You can change it if you'd like. You have a 7.
Well, I'm going to change it.
Well, I can't blame you. It's not a very good
I
card.
thought it was sudden
That's
death.
better, a queen. For the game is in lower. Yes, with a jack. Alex wins game 1. That looked like another queen, didn't it? We'll be right back right after this.
What if they'll be...
Lois is dealing out same 2 decks of cards with the next cards off the top of the deck, starting game 2. And as we were coming out of the commercial, Tom said, all right, Trebek.
I'm out for blood.
Yeah. Alex, we asked 100 people. Have you ever heard a speech by a politician and thought, boy, is he lying? How many people have thought a politician was lying?
Only one time now. That's a one-time thing.
The maximum is
thought,
100.
They do it often.
Let's go for a lot of them. I don't want to name the politician because, well, I won't. I would say 89.
89 out of 100 people have thought...
Now, folks in the audience, you may disagree with me. I feel so confident about this that without a doubt it's higher.
Higher than that. The actual number of people who've thought, boy, is he lying when they heard a politician's speech is 86. It is not higher. It's a little lower. A very high number, but Alex puts you on the spot with that 89. And Alex...
Boy, I'm close, ain't
You're
I?
starting with an 8.
Get rid of that.
Get rid of that middle card. A jack.
Okay. I'm going to go, and we'll go lower.
Lower than a jack. A 4.
Good one.
Higher than a 4. A 6.
Freeze. Give me a freeze.
I'll give you a freeze.
Brzezinski.
Question to you, Tom. Tom, we asked 100 married women.
Suit.
Have you ever been so mad at your husband that you packed your bags and went home to your mother? How many women have packed their bags and gone home to mother?
Oh, 56.
56?
Over half, yeah.
Over half. What do you think?
I think lower. No. I think it's a bit higher.
Even higher than that?
Yeah, I think
Happens
so.
more often.
I think it happens more often.
The actual number of women who have packed their bags and gone home to mother is 12. That's all. It's not higher.
Yeah, they may have. Where do they go is what I want to know. They said it was going home to Mom.
The idea of packing the bags first, that's going to cut it down a little bit. Tom, you've got an 8.
Oh, what to do? All right, lower.
Lower than the 8. A 4.
Higher.
Higher than a 4. Oh, no, another 4. Again, bad luck for Tom. Alex, you've got a 6. Higher than a 6?
No, it's too high.
Oh, so fill in the spaces.
It's all right. Going to get you the next time.
Question 3 to you, Alex.
I hope.
We asked 100 women who are millionaires. Do you have a telephone in your bathroom? How many women millionaires have a telephone in their bathroom?
You found 100 women millionaires.
Women millionaires.
First of all.
Yeah.
I'd love to do the research for this program. There's got to be a lot of them. If they got $1 million, we don't know if they got $1 million on their own or if it's their husband's money. But if they made it on their own, the telephone is very important. It's got to be 70. Wait a minute. Let me make up my own mind. 76.
76. What do you think, Tom?
Well, I'm sure a lot of them do have it in their bathroom, but to go all the way outside to answer the phone is, I don't know if many of them would do that. But I think it's higher than that.
Even higher than that.
I think it's lower.
I think when you said higher, Alex got very confident there. The actual number of women millionaires who have a telephone in their bathroom is
30.
17. It's not higher. Alex had a right.
Don't believe that.
Millionaire. Alex, you got a 6.
I'm going to change it.
And again, that all-important change when you win the question of 5 is better. Higher than a 5 at 8.
All I need is one card. Who's got
that? And I got...
Wait a minute. It's coming to me. 3's nothing. Lower.
Oh, he's going to go for it. Is it lower? No, it's not. And
where were you when I needed you?
Gets a big break with an ace and a free chance.
Lower.
Lower than the ace. A 10.
Lower.
Lower than a 10. No, a queen is not lower. Now, Tom needs 4 cards. Alex needs 2. And we'll have sudden death right after this commercial timeout. We are back. Good match with Tom Kennedy and Alex Trebek. Alex is game number 1, and now in game 2, Tom, great base card, an ace. He needs 4 cards. Alex, not so good in the base card, a 5, but he needs only 2. With sudden death, someone has to win this game on this play of the cards. Tom, recently a number of children of famous parents have written books that expose the bad side of their parents. So we asked 100 people, is it wrong for children to make money by telling the world how bad their parents were? How many people said, yes, it's wrong for children to make money that way?
Most. How many? I'd say about 76.
76 out of 100. He feels they shouldn't do it. What do you think, Alex?
I tend to share Tom's point of view on that, but I have a sneaky suspicion that there are more than 24 people who would think it would be all right, so I'm going to go lower.
You say lower, and this will decide control in sudden death. The actual number of people who said it's wrong for children to make money by telling the world how bad their parents were is 45. Alex is right. It is very much lower, as a matter of fact. Alex,
I have a lower opinion of
sudden death.
humanity.
You've got control of the board now, and you have an interesting position. You have a 5. You could change it if you'd like.
Try
to turn
no
over
choice.
2 cards or pass it to him.
Of course.
That's it.
What do you think? I'm
Tom,
a complete
here
dummy?
you sit, Tom, with a beautiful ace, but you've got a long way to go. Get them all, you win the game and tie it up. One mistake, and Alex wins the match.
It's me, right?
It's you, and you got to go all the way.
Low, go.
Lower than an ace. Yes, an 8 right away.
Momentum going. All right, so 8, and then you got all these. You've got 2 highs and 2 lows showing, and so let's go higher.
Higher than an 8?
Yes.
Yes, an 8.
All right. Lower.
Lower than the ace. An 8 again.
Here we go again. Only this time
Now.
we're going to go lower.
Is it lower?
Yes.
No, it's not. Alex wins it in sudden death. Tom could not go all the way. You got a great one, then the worst one. Tom?
Good one.
All right. Dad. We'll see you a little later in the week. And Alex Trebek, come on down here with me. Ooh, that ace came up in that 3rd card. Oh, my. Alex, working for the Interagency Council for Child Abuse and Neglect. We'll be right back with him in a moment, right after this.
Hollywood speaking for Card Sharks. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.